Let's take a look at conditional formatting. Conditional formatting is a very useful tool for highlighting different areas of your worksheet based on certain conditions or rules which are already defined in Excel, or they can be created as new rules or conditions. These could be anything from highlighting recurring dates or numbers in your worksheet, or highlighting values between a certain range. So let's take a look at some of the rules already included in conditional formatting. To find conditional formatting, you should be in the Home tab. So before we go in there, let's highlight one column. Okay, now we select conditional formatting, and then we'll select highlight cell rules. Okay, let's take a look at duplicate values. Okay, after we select that, we see the duplicate values are highlighted in our column. We can actually change the color if we want as well, or the highlighting. Okay, so now we choose OK. Okay, now we have our numbers highlighted. Let's apply a filter so we can actually see how many there are easily. So we go to Data, and then we choose Filter. Okay, now we click on the drop down box, and let's sort that by color. Okay, so now we have all these numbers which are our duplicate, and they're easily to see. Okay, now we have our numbers grouped together. To remove the conditional formatting, let's go back to the Home tab, go back to Conditional Formatting, and then we go Clear Rules. Okay, let's now do the same exercise with a date. So let's highlight this column. We go back to Conditional Formatting, and let's choose the duplicate values again. Okay, so now the dates that are duplicated are all highlighted. Let's click OK. And then again, we can add a filter by going to the Data tab, then clicking on there, and then filter by color this time. Okay, so now that we've filtered by color, only those duplicate dates are displayed. So we go back in here again to the filter, and then we want to remove our filter that we've applied. Let's click on Clear Filter from Order Date. Okay, so then we'll go back to the Home and remove the formatting. Let's now highlight our region column. We go back to Conditional Formatting, highlight Cell Rules, and then we'll choose Text that contains. So this is a filter that you can use to filter out certain reoccurring words. So maybe we want to look at the central, how many times it occurs in our column. So we can just type in RAL for the last 3 letters. Then maybe we want to change the color from one that's not actually included in the list. So let's go to Custom Format. And then we can choose in here, maybe this bright green. Okay, and then we click OK. And then we see it. All the central entries are now highlighted in green. So if we click Cancel on that, it removes our conditional formatting as well. Let's highlight our Order Date column again. Go back to Conditional Formatting and highlight Cell Rules, and then just look at a date occurring. So in here we can highlight different dates. So we highlight a date which is yesterday, and we can highlight maybe this month's dates, or even last month's. As you can see, there's quite a few options in here. So we just choose last month and click OK. And we can see there's 2 dates there from last month. So let's just remove that. Go back to Conditional Formatting and Clear Rules, and then Clear Rules from Sheet. So let's now highlight our Numbers column again. We go back to Conditional Formatting, and let's take a quick look at top and bottom rules. So let's highlight maybe the bottom 10 numbers. So let's click on that. Okay, so now we see the numbers which are the bottom 10 values. We can adjust that if we want, up to as many as you want. So then we can go back to top and bottom rules again, and maybe we want to see what the top 10% numbers are. So we just click on OK, and then go down towards the bottom, and here we have the top 10% of numbers in our column. That's all for our quick review of conditional formatting for today. As you can see, there are many options available in this tool, which helps greatly to enhance how you analyze and present your worksheet. So now let's move on to the next topic.